Okay, okay, should be online. It's telling me the streaming software is getting connected. Yeah, I can see live. We are live. Okay, welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and today's stream is really improvised. So if there should be someone of you in the chat, let me know your questions about this Black Friday, this Black Weekend, which libraries to get, which libraries to avoid, which plugins to get. Is there something that really caught my attention this year? Is there something that I say, you don't need it? Let me know. So I have now, thanks to Dave Cushing's, my new mood mug. I don't know if you can read it. On one side there's written, know your tools, know your libraries. And then he came up with this cool phrase here, grow your tools, grow your libraries. Today it's grow your tools, grow your libraries day. And yeah, I won't tell you what's inside there. I won't tell you, I will just drink it. And I think if there won't be any questions, anything, I will just noodle a little bit with some of the tools, the libraries that I discovered this year. It was a very good year, music-wise, until now, concerning projects that I did, concerning projects that I fetched already for next year, developers that I met, that I really got to work with. And yeah, so many cool libraries and so many cool plugins, so inspiring instruments. So yeah, we'll have a go. Christmas is near. So there is the Christmas candle already switched on. And by next week, because we will be in two, I will do it again with Chris Houston from Implied Music. And I'm really, really happy that it will be us two again. We will announce our Christmas collab. There is a new Christmas collab coming. It will be a completely different format from last year, so be surprised. And there will be even a donation. We even have a sponsor already for this. So yeah, you will know it soon. So I will play a little bit, and then maybe someone of you can tell me what it is, or maybe you see it even on the screen. That's a nice, interesting, textural pad. That I discovered recently. Very warm sounds, nearly like the very old analog gear. It's Cinepads from Cinematic Alpha. And yeah, what can I tell you? I like it. I really like it because of these out of the box inspirational sounds. There is not much to learn about the interface. It's just you go through all the NKIs that they developed. You put your hands on the keyboard and let yourself inspire about what's going on in the sound. Really nice. They are really worth. Cinematic Alpha, one of those developers that, I wasn't really aware of. I didn't really follow until I dived in a little deeper. Andrew Fly, a fantastic guy behind Cinematic Alpha. And Cinepads, interesting. 7 Tears of Hope, wow, epic music. If you don't know the channel of 7 Tears of Hope, and if you're into epic orchestral music, definitely worth checking out his channel. He's making good music. We know each other since quite some time now, and he's improving from one track to the other. I have no idea how you do it. improving that fast. It takes people normally way longer. applause from my side, really, honestly. Keep up the good work. This sound reminds a little bit of Top Gun. Yeah, nearly all the sounds will remind you a little bit of what our generation was used to when we grew up. I even have here a little noodle prepared whilst I was preparing the stream. Even this one, it's just, the cinematic pads. Love the sound. So yeah, there will be quite sure soon a review even of Cinepads. What did I do here? I just choose one of the pads and it's out of the box, so there is nothing fancy behind it. There is no plugin like you could do Black Hole, I could imagine, or even Dooverb from Audio Brewers, another small developer coming up with really, really cool plugins that you can place in your effect chain. And then on top of it, I just used Atlantis. I just used the voice from Atlantis. I'm not working with it that often. But even there, the phrases, they are nice because Clara really has a nice voice. And on this one, yes, there's Black Hole because you put Black Hole, I think, even on it's not fair if I say something like this now, whilst we're listening to the voice of Clara. But Black Hole can save many things. You don't need to save anything in Atlantis. This was not my intention. But, you can put Black Hole on a fart and it will sound good, I'm quite sure. And so does the Dooverb from Audio Brewers. I'm still learning it because it's quite complex, but cool results. Kate, hey, nice to see you. The loyal community is always present. That's good. That's really good. And yeah, we had this competition, composer competition recently. Even this one was sponsored, in this case by Heaviosity, and it was so cool even there to see everyone involved. And I'm really hoping for the Christmas collab. I'm really counting on all of you for this Christmas collab. It will be just as heart-warming as it was last year, I'm quite sure. Even if the format will be different, it will be more space to each one of you. You won't be only part of a song. You will know it soon. So yeah, still waiting for your questions. What to buy this Black Friday? What not to buy this Black Friday? Let me know. I will continue to noodle a little bit with the Cinepads. I know. Okay, if one track is soloed, the other ones doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, cool. For the collab, cool, Kate and 7 Tears of Hope. This will be really cool. Maybe I can spoiler already. Last year we had Silent Night, and then we divided it into parts. I think it was 3 parts, and then we gave you a number, like you had the first part, the second part, and we had this very long Silent Night, and it was amazing, and there have been amazing entries. This year, as I said, there will be more space for each one of you, because each one of you can come up with we will announce it officially really soon, and it will be good. It will be good. Cinepads from Cinematic Alpha, the names are even quite cool, the Highway, the update, Atreyu. I'm quite sure a lot of you know who Atreyu is. Hammond in Paradise, Imperium, Cube, beautiful place. Let's listen to Crying Fairies. That's an interesting one. What made me smile a lot when I opened up Cinepads for the very first time was this big knob in the middle, because I have really, really cool libraries with a big knob in the middle, and this knob is just called Punish. And this knob is called Beautify. Beautify. So when I saw this thing like Beautify, wow, that's cool. That's cool. Compliments from my side for this, Beautify button here to Cinematic Alpha. I really like it. What it does is just adding reverb, because reverb can really beautify a lot of things. But the idea, of having a big knob and then call it the Beautifier button, that's nice. Yeah, exactly. Atreyu was the boy from Neverending Story, and fight the nothing, and then just don't cry as the horse vanishes in the im Sumpf. Just don't know now how it's called in English, and Crying Fairies. Save it, no. Ancestry Stars, Honesty. Yeah, this could become even a noodling stream, noodling around with Cinepads from Cinematic Alpha. I liked this one, to be honest. I liked this one. Let me try something really quick. Okay, and then how is this one working? Because this one, Atlantis, unfortunately, I'm having problems with the. But that's me. I'm quite sure whoever developed this to suit its own workflow knows exactly what he wants. For me, it's not the most intuitive library. Nice. Okay, so this one note, I played it wrong, but that's my mistake. That's not a mistake of the library itself. But is this beautiful? Then I would have need to choose another key. And then it suits again. Okay, so I see Atreyu was here. Have you tried Lores from Native Instruments? No, I didn't try Lores. Problem, I have no idea how many textural evolving libraries, and there are good ones, there are normal ones, and there are stunning ones, and my hard drive is filling up with textural libraries. And as I'm really trying to get back more into writing music for actual projects, I decided for myself I need to stick with 4, maximum 5 developers. I can't stick to all of them because then I'm not able, like in this case, you see, I'm not able to use the library just as I would need it. And so I didn't try it. What I can tell is Emergence Audio, everything that they have in evolving textural stuff is amazing, and amazing even the price. I mean, they have libraries for the free Kontakt player, 30 euros, 40 euros, 50 euros, you know, in a price range where normally all the smaller developers have their libraries only for the full Kontakt. And Emergence Audio, you get them even in the free player. That's not only the only reason, but that's one of the reasons. And then, yes, I have, and I love the Mosaic pads from Heaviosity, and you can do so much with them, so much. And you have, you know, the 3-layer system, the 3-channel system, and for each channel you can exactly, precisely choose what they should do, when and how and why and everything. So I'm really covered. One texture library that I never talked about yet, but that I will need to talk about, is Time Textures from Sonoscore. Time Textures from Sonoscore hit me really by surprise. It's on another level. It's really, really good, really cool. But before I want to talk about it, I really would like to learn it in depth, because it's definitely worth it. So no, I haven't tried Lores. Black Friday, I'm still unsure if to buy Nucleus or some horns and strings from Orchestral Tools. Really sorry. I don't know Orchestral Tools. I have Jaeger from Audio Imperia, which is really similar to Nucleus. The difference is in Nucleus you even get the woodwinds and you get the choir, whilst in Jaeger you have the amazing solo voice from Merete Soldfeld. What I do love about Audio Imperia is the negative delay, which is minus 125 milliseconds, if I remember well. You play in your tracks and everything, and then you put the negative delay on minus 125, and you have the spiccato and the staccato really tight, really tight. This is something I love about Audio Imperia, and the dry sound, the generally dry sound that you shape to your likings, make them fit. For example, I layer quite often Project Sam and Audio Imperia, and it sounds amazing together. So in this case, not knowing Orchestral Tools, I might say go towards Nucleus if you don't have anything from Audio Imperia yet, because you and your music, you will love the sound and the touch and everything from Audio Imperia. 100% sure. 100% sure. Whenever I need to go big, you know, a little bit, then I use Jaeger. It just has that modern, epic, orchestral, big sound. Then I just got my Atlantis 2. Not had much time with it, but I couldn't pass it up. It's an upgrade. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Atlantis is for sure a wonderful library, like everything that Stefano does. They are wonderful, the libraries. Maybe, you know, it's just me that I didn't get the right access to it to use it in my workflow as I'm used to. So, you know, there are alternatives, and this is not talking bad or good. It's just, it's different. They're not in my daily template, but Atlantis 2, from what I heard until now, wonderful, just wonderful. If it will be as Atlantis, and now there are even, I think, 3 singers in, like there was in Ethereal Gold. There was Daniele, the male singer, and Clara, the female singer. For sure you didn't do anything wrong by getting Atlantis 2. Oh, I nearly bought Time Textures. Ah, okay. You nearly went for Time, but then went for Lores. Yeah, no, I was lucky. I received Time Textures, and it's one of those tools that kept me playing for hours. Really, just noodling. And then to some of my friends, I just send out within the first hour, listen to this, because really, yeah, it has something. It has something, some secret ingredient that kept my personal attention. But you know, that's just me. Someone else might play with it and, no, I heard it before, it's boring. It's I liked it, and I know you can do a lot with it. So as I said, I really would love to learn it in depth, and then I will talk about Time Textures. Fabian, hi, nice to see you. Good to see you. Thanks, Fabian. Okay. So last night I was playing finally, because I finally had an evening off. I was on the fence to make a video about Lumina 2.0. Everybody that knows my channel since a long time knows how much I love Project Sam for many reasons, many reasons. And it's even funny that I used Lumina in a recent project that hopefully I can talk about very soon. And it was Lumina that brought home the job. It was this fantasy vibe out of the box that made someone like, whoa, what's that? We love that. And so it might be interesting maybe even in the video, but Lumina 2, I'm not too too known, you know, too familiar with the actual interface. There's everything in there that there was before, even better now with the 2.0 interface, where you can layer the things easily and then the key split and everything. But I'm not good enough to make a video about it, but there will be a video soon. Yeah, even that's, you know, one of the reasons to love Project Sam. The library itself is what, 15 years old, something like this, and they renewed it now. And for us, the old timers, it's even for free. A major update like this one. So yeah, I didn't do the video. I was noodling with Nightfall, as there's a horror movie coming maybe, and then I was just trying to get some inspiration, and I was playing with Nightfall, and yeah, out of that noodling, I made a quick video just to have you listen to the sounds, because everything that I know from Realitone by now, which is the Sunset Strings, which I use really often, and now Nightfall is just, oh wow, you know, oh wow, fingers on, and oh wow, and then with the mod wheel you get the second layer blended in, and then that stuff, and really cool. Even the Nightfall, if you haven't heard of it yet, you can see the video now on the channel. And we will continue a little bit. Yeah, what else did hit me by surprise? As I said, the Cinematic Alpha came as a surprise too, and Ascent. You know, Ascent by Heaviosity. I had, because meanwhile I cancelled 3 of them, I had so many piano libraries that when Dave told me about, well, you need to check out Ascent, and you know, I'm really bound to Heaviosity too. You need to check out Ascent. I was like, I have already 5 or 6 piano libraries. For sure, I don't need another piano library, because I have everything from trailer to soft to detuned to... And then, yes, Ascent. And Ascent is not just your next piano library. Ascent is something completely different. If you're just looking for another nice piano, then it's way over the top, then for sure you won't need it. But if you love the piano sound itself, but you would like to play with it, and maybe you have even seen this new format of mine, these 2-minute pills, there will be many coming now, 2-minute pills about key switching and about modulation and expression and dynamics and whatsoever. And I already had some about this engine of Ascent and Avant and Aspire. They share the same engine. The thing that you can automate the convolution reverb and make it part of your musical expression and your composition, that's so cool. The echoes that you have, the 3-channel mixer even here, and then the sounds that they got out of this piano. So obviously there is this you know, this just full mix grand piano, and all the variations, the close mic, the room mic, the under the piano mic, the triple P, which is quite cinematic. And then they have the struck and the sustained sources, so we can head over here to Twine. These are just the piano strings with the twine or played with the brush. Or the EBow. You know, to have them swing with the EBow and that stuff, and then you can automate that sound. So you can have this one really on the full mix, but then with the random you can have the sound scatter to the other layers. So even this one is ever evolving. Or what I like, the chains on the strings of the piano. Those are the libraries I think that really hit me most this year. And if you don't have questions, I will just continue drinking my, whatever is inside there and noodle around with some libraries I have open here. This thing is really thick, so the cold drinks remain cold for a very long time. That's good. We had Honesty. Let's check something else. The White Tunnel, Hyper Beauty. Hyper Beauty. Nice, Hyper Beauty. Then the White Tunnel. Don't go to the light. Don't go to the light. Come back. Don't go there. But it's so beautiful. Let's make it dramatic. Yeah, drinking hot tea here. Yeah, I would say personally, I really like drinking tea. I really drink even a lot of tea because I can't drink coffee all the time. But especially in the evening after 10 p.m., a little bit of rum. A little bit of rum in tea. Wow, it's just divine. That's really, really divine. Yeah, sorry to hear about the cold. It's November was the last time I've been in Germany. I might need to drive up in 2 weeks again. I can imagine that it's getting colder there. It's getting cold even here outside. With cold, I mean around 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. So it's not really cold. But it's cold, but fortunately, the wood burner is running. We have, having our own forest, so there is no shortage of wood. So the house is really, really warm. And yeah, Cinepets sounds amazing, really. The downside, maybe, just to be plain honest, is you don't have all these fancy knobs to do all those fancy things that maybe other libraries can give you. But this might be even a very good thing, because you just open up a pad and you play with it and you don't get distracted like, whoa, and then you maybe even destroy the sound because you don't know what you're doing. And then they're nice. And I'm just in one folder. Just to tell you, there are 4 folders. In one there are the instruments, and I see 25 instruments. I have been in the motion folder. In the motion folder there are another 25 instruments. Then there are the multis. The multis are divided in normal, motion and extra, and each of those have 25, so we're already at 50 plus 75, 125. And then there's the extra folder, which is cool because there's a soft piano and a DAF instrument piano. The soft piano, if I remember well, they just sampled some Yamaha piano. So this piano is part of the Cinepets. Let's beautify it. Yes! I'm not on the pedal. Yeah, that's the problem with the pedal. Nice, huh? So you have your trailer piano included in Cinepets. Should we go a little bit into the Maltese? Why not? Red Passion. The Red Passion Malty. Let's go deeper. Let me tell you one trick about Cinematic Alpha. Become a subscriber. They have incredible loyalty discounts for their subscribers. Cinepad actually is, I think, around $99. But if you are one of their subscribers, or if you have been one of their subscribers, then it's only $59. So I know that Cinepads 2 is about to be released. Cinepads 3 is in the making. So check them out, because you really can make a bargain being a subscriber of theirs. I think it has to do with the newsletter. Yeah, the low end. Nice, huh? Nice. And Reverse City, Green Waves Alive. And end credits. What is end credits? Ooh, it can get big. Nice. Nice. I've seen Vangelis. The Italian memories. Let's play the Morricone chord. Can't get more Italian than this. Okay, so yeah, maybe, yeah, what to say about Black Friday? Buy everything, buy nothing, buy good food. The Gate. Echo, Vangelis is alive. So yeah, the next one will be Vangelis and then Meditation. This one is called The Gate. Opened. So, Vangelis is alive. Then I think I will leave it, otherwise it looks like this is just meditation. Yeah, you can click and drag a multi over any instrument. Yeah, I'm yes, it's having its first effect. So let's do this. We take respect. You can just click and drag a multi over. But I see. That's a nice one. You see, I've never stopped learning. Know your tools. Guilty as charged. Mod wheel isn't working. Why is the mod wheel? Wow. Yeah, the mod wheel is doing something. My nano control died. No way. Okay, I will close them manually. Save changes? No. Come on. No. No. And no again, because I would like to try something. We go back to the motion instruments that we had before. I take whatever I take, Ancestry. No. Not that of a big fan. The Highway. Yeah, it even on the display you can see the animate thing goes on then. It sounds a little bit like a cut off filter, a low frequency oscillator, something like this. Sandy. Yeah, it's time synced. That's cool. It's time synced because it sounds so normal that everything should be time synced. No, it's not that normal. Not every library has something. Yeah, exactly. It gives a lot more movement. Cool. So I learned even this. Yeah, there will be the video soon. There will be the video soon even about Cinepads for sure. Let me check what I can tell you about. I mean, of course, if you don't have Symphonic Destruction yet, get Symphonic Destruction. Get Symphonic Destruction. There is so much more inside than Destruction. Definitely worth it now at the price that they have. Then yes, Emergence Audio. Emergence Audio. I don't know if you've seen my video about the Bird Whistle, one of the latest releases. Even those evolving textures, they have something. They really have a secret sauce. And maybe about Emergence Audio, the Infinite Motion Engine. I'm still learning the Infinite Motion Engine. Gives you really so many possibilities to shape the sound and the movement and the behavior and all this. Absolutely worth it. No, Donald, leave, run, definitely. We're talking about so many good libraries here. No. Nice to see you. Really nice to see you. Can't stay as we're driving home today, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Yeah, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to read you. And I'm counting on you, Donald, and your wonderful family for the Christmas collab. You know, we need you in our Christmas collab, like last year. Do you have intimate textures from Heaviosity? Can you share with us your musical background? How you get started in your new... Yes, I can share my musical background. I started... I mean, I have proof of everything I say. No, I can't reach it now, I guess. Yeah, this one. This one is Imagic Logic Notator. So it started a very, very long time ago. A very long time ago. It was an Atari 1040 ST with Creator at that time. Creator then became Notator, Logic became Logic, and then it was bought by Apple. So it's a very long time that I'm making music. I learned piano. I had piano lessons for 7 or 8 years. Then I had keyboard lessons. Then in high school I had music, and then I discovered the composing, and from then on it was mostly learning by doing. Fortunately, being involved in some short movies and some commercial tracks. We made commercials already in the 90s, in the early 90s, and my coolest memory so far, as there haven't been drones at that time. We were making a commercial movie and they wanted some flight scenes, and at that time you rented a helicopter. At that time you still rented a helicopter, and that day spending in the helicopter filming was, yeah. There's not that budget anymore. I think now today you can do everything with drones, and so yeah, there's a little bit of educational background. There's a whole lot of learning by doing. Then there was a long pause, a way too long pause, and now I'm on a very good way to be back again, to really be back again. Nice things are happening, and yeah, that's more or less the musical background in a nutshell. So there was a question, do you have intimate textures from Heaviosity? No, I'm not having intimate textures yet. And I'm not having the other one, the rhythmic motion, something like this even, which sounds really interesting, really sounds interesting. Those two are still missing. On the other side, a lot of the things, maybe not the sounds, but you can do within the libraries yourself. For example, I have Vento and Vento Essentials, and I really would like to talk about even this, because if you're curious about the orchestral libraries of Heaviosity, you can really start with the Essentials. They are way more than Essentials, and in there you do have the macro sequencer where you can create, these motion figures and everything. So yes, still missing the Novo, the Forzo, and the rhythmical textures and the intimate textures. I think for the rest, I'm really covered by Heaviosity. Time textures I already told, which is really good. Then of course, yeah, Project Sam. They are running their sale too, and if you don't have anything from Project Sam yet, then what to say? Symphobia 1 maybe is what Albion 1 is. It's this complete orchestral ensemble library with some nice surprises in it. Symphobia 2 then goes into smaller sections, into soloists. There's a chainsaw sampled in this. Lumina is their fantasy, comic, and horror library. Maybe not the most playable ones of those, because there are many things which just, finger on, nice effect, but not really playable. But nevertheless, there are in exchange maybe the nicest soloist instruments that I have, like the oboe and the bassoon. We can quickly load them up. They are old, they are really old, but I do love them. The legato soloists, out of the box, no effect on it, just I will little more reverb. I do love it. I do love it. That's in Lumina 2. The bassoon. The bassoon is wonderful, wonderful. You know, just a little bit of reverb. Lumina and then Pandora. Pandora is Pandora. Nearly everything time synced, risers and clusters and pulses, combos. Just let me one quick. Let me quick, the big builder. And this beast is time synced. So you say it needs to have this crescendo in one beat, in 8 beats. So yes, Pandora is really another one of those secret ingredients that when you have the chance to use it, it brings the job home, definitely. Then, as I said before, Realitone Sunset Strings Nightfall, really, really cool. I mean, one that I had fun with this year, really, really lots of fun, is the Riffage Metal. Because it might not seem, but I'm really a metalhead. And with this one, you can have fun out of the box. If you're not a guitar player, you put some cool drums underneath, and there you go, some head banging guaranteed. And yeah, I have rhythmic textures. It's very cool, but I want to hear the difference. Yeah, another time for sure. For sure, we will talk then about even rhythmic textures and intimate textures, because I was watching yesterday whilst there was I have the green screen behind me. Maybe in some of the videos you were wondering, what's a fancy studio? There is no fancy studio behind me. There's just a green screen. And I was fixing it in a better way. And I was listening to the videos from Heaviosity, watching exactly those, the rhythmic textures and the intimate textures, because I'm hot for them, yeah. Westwood, obviously, if you like, if you need maybe once in a while just a human touch, a really, really human touch, then the Westwood instruments. All their soloists, it's not the solo library that you could play a legato line or something like this. It's not. It's more to give, this effect to it, this special to it. Gets a track very human, quick, really quick. Westwood, they do a fantastic job in the niche they do, absolutely. Like Bellady Media, if you need vocal libraries more on the classical side, then even Bellady Media, they do have amazing libraries. Unfortunately for me, that's a niche that it's rarely happening that I can use them. But even there, if then, so yeah, that's more or less what I'm working with, what I'm trying even to concentrate on. As I said, I think I will downsize. I will really downsize in my workflow to maximum 4 developers. Maximum 4 developers to have the chance to really know the libraries and the tools to get the sound that I need or that I want or that I'm requested, that I'm even requested. It's happening that someone is requesting, I want to hear this or I need to hear this. And if you know your tools and your libraries, then you get it. If not, you're starting to look and to try and to, that's not really, so yeah. Vocalese, obviously, Vocalese, really, really cool. Another cool instrument, but there we will talk about and we will see, is the Iguana, the drum kit. That's the most amazing drum kit. They did a job like Spitfire normally does, with something like 20 microphones and everything on every single element of the drum kit. And I used it in my heavy metal track. If you're interested, And I think, yeah, it's nearly 1 hour. It's nearly 1 hour. I was playing a little bit. I was noodling a little bit. And if you don't have questions, or if I can't answer the questions, because is Rebecca learning music? Yes, both of my children are learning music. I was teaching Mattia the piano, and then he started to have piano lessons in school. Unfortunately, this is when everything went down the drain, because we started to go onto improvisation, onto composition. He has this workstation, an 8-track sequencer where he started, but the teacher he had in school didn't accept that he already was playing since 4 years. So he knew how to place the hands and the elbows and the shoulders and the notes and everything. So the teacher wanted to start, by zero. Like, so this is the C and this is the D. And Matthias said, okay, I can play with both hands. I can read the notes. Can we please? But the teacher kept Matthias with all the others. And he just got so bored. And I can't blame it. But it's even the age. I mean, he's 17 now. So Rebecca instead was learning the piano with me, and she became quite good even, but she told me always, Papi, I hate the piano. And she was doing it, but she told me, I hate the piano, I would like to learn violin. And then we were lucky that I met Valentino, the violinist. You saw him in my video, in the musical video, The Timeless Glory. The boy on the violin, that's Valentino, and we are working on not really an album, on some tracks at the moment. My virtual orchestra with his violin skills. He started to teach her. She loved it. She skyrocketed, and since this year she's having violin lessons in school. And the good thing is the teacher accepts that she already knows how to play, and whilst all the other pupils, they really start on the very first steps. With her, she's making something separated, so she picks Rebecca up where she was and continues from there on. So yes, Rebecca's learning the violin. Finally, she's playing the instrument that she wanted to always play. And we will, I had same issues at school, yeah, I had different issues in school. And in the Christmas collab, 99% sure you will hear us play together. So she will play something, and I will just accompany her in the background on the piano, because piano and violin are so emotional, so beautiful. So yeah. So yes, happy that she found her instrument. And I opened up Lumina. You have the genres, you have the multis, you have the instruments, you have the articulations. So the whole content is divided into these 4 groups, and then fantasy, you can go on storyteller or short science or young Padawan, mystery, horror, graciousness. Let's just open one. I will just press some keys. Yeah, that's it. That's Lumina. That's the same in minor. That's major. Just to give you the idea what they did there. They captured from the whole orchestra complete orchestrations, complete styles, That's an amazing library if you need something in the fantasy or in the horror genre. Just like, wow, that's a cue starter. And really cool. Wonderful instrument. As I said, I'm not really used to the new interface. I'm not finding what I knew, because there is one multi that really I came home with a trombone from school once. Parents sent it back. Yeah, now No, I was lucky for this. I was really, really lucky because we didn't have much money. But there was never ever money missing for sports or from music. So I had my piano and then I had my keyboard. I had the Atari. The good thing is when I was 15 and many months, so I wasn't 16 because in Germany you're allowed to work from 16 on, but I was 15.99. I've been to some kind of a huge supermarket, and there was this lady selling keyboards and she was making mistakes. She didn't use the keyboard the right way. And I told my mother, like, well, this lady doesn't know. And my mother was always that person, like, be quiet, be quiet. The people are listening to you. They hear what you say. And I said, okay, the people hear what I say, but this lady doesn't know the keyboard. And it ended up that, of course, I was called then, like, what's happening there? I mean, you're sorry, you don't know the keyboard. There are these things and you have to switch this on and have to switch this off. And I did it then on the keyboard and I started to improvise on that keyboard. And the very next Saturday, I was working there selling keyboards. So then I even had the chance to start to finance my own hobby. But this was a very cool story. So yeah, I started to work with the permission of my parents. And then yeah, I worked there, I think for 2 years, something like this, always in the Christmas holiday season selling keyboards. Yeah, that's something that you really need. You need the mod wheel for. Unfortunately, the nano control isn't working yet, but that's not the one that I was looking for. That's it. In the old one, I'm really sure that by velocity you triggered the major or the minor chords. I can't do this now. You see, this is Lumina. This is Lumina. This is just this out of the box, really, really cool thing. They even sampled the craziest thing ever. If I find it, this is so cool. This is so cool. Like in Project Sam, there must have been someone like, let's sample strings. And they say, no, strings have been already sampled. And then you're okay, then let's sample, brass. And then, no, brass has been already sampled. And then someone from the behind was like, I have an idea what we can sample. And they sampled a bell tower. A bell tower. I mean, that's the coolest instrument I think that has ever been sampled. How cool is that? So yeah, my love for Project Sam is just floating out of me because I really love it. And then with the key switch, you can have it original or doubled. So maybe worth, if you don't are not really familiar with Project Sam, check out their libraries. There are many surprises in each single library they have. And for beginners, I mean, if I should advise beginners, my 100% conviction is get Orchestral Essentials 1 and 2 from Project Sam. They will bring you a far distance. There is everything you need out of the box in a very easy interface. no key switching, no starting delay, no nothing. It's just, really cool orchestral sounds out of the box, ensemble patches, and you can start composing even on the orchestral side if you're not coming from that direction. And they even have these cool things here. Let me check it. This even the phrases. They recorded the phrases, and that's so cool. Woodwind phrases, for example. You need them once in a while. You have these phrases in Lumina. Everything obviously time synced. That was one thing when Pandora came out. You have time synced cymbal swells, you have time synced drum rolls and all that stuff. So even Lumina is or everything from them, but Lumina is something that I really like because I use it. I really use it. Let's dig up the speed a little bit. So yeah, I think really that's it for today. It's 1 hour. It was always a pleasure having you in the chat, noodling a little bit around with the various instruments that there are. I hope some questions have been answered. Some questions will be answered for sure once all these libraries are in house. And I mean, I need to take a break a little bit because the whole YouTube thing was never planned to be a review channel. It was meant completely different. But I met really cool people, cool companies, and it's a pleasure that they ask me my opinion, because I'm really no one, but they ask in my opinion even for their libraries. And so I'm enjoying even this part, and I think that's it. We will close it. Spend your money wisely, and enjoy still the Black Friday weekend. And I will head over now, to write some music. Luckily, to write some music, and you will hear it soon. And that's it. I think that's it. I will close it now. And have a wonderful weekend. Make good music always. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. It's finally winter, and there will be more live streams again. I will get back to live streams, this noodling, and I have some ideas even to get you involved. I got some nice suggestions how you can, like the one you play, we listen. Even this one was fantastic, where we just played your music. And something even Dave came up with a really cool idea, like, show us your stacks, how you stack maybe sounds together that really sound nice, and something like this. So we will do this too. Ich wünsche dir noch einen schönen Abend. Ersten Advent, Happy Weekend. Ja, Fabian, danke. Danke euch auch, einen schönen ersten Advent. Und see you soon. I'm closing this now. Thanks for being here today, and bye-bye.